Hello, good day. My name is Samuel Spencer, and today I'll be showing you how to do basic configuration of domain name system, which is basically used to resolve human readable hostname like YouTube to machine readable IP addresses, which the IP address for YouTube would be 208.65.153.251. To put it in next way, it basically we typically type in YouTube and it takes us to YouTube website, but computers do not understand the text that we are typing in. So what DNS does, it takes that YouTube name, which is youtube.com, the domain name of YouTube, and links it to an IP address. Basically, like also like on your phone, you have someone's phone number and you have it linked to their name. You put their name above it. Typically, you don't look for the number, you just look for the name, and you know once you click call, it will call that person number. So first, I need you to go to Start and Administrative Tools, and you should see DNS here. Now DNS is already installed when it is you first start up Windows Server 2008, so you don't have to worry about actually installing the service. So let's click into DNS. If you can see here, we have a number of options. First, forward lookup zone. We'll be dealing with this first. This forward lookup zone is basically what it does is when it is supplied with the domain name, for example, google.com, it will return the IP address of google.com. So where we already have it, if you double click into forward lookup zone, we already have one in here. But I will go through the wizard setup so you would know how it is. So if you right click on forward lookup zone and you click on new zone, this wizard will come up. Let's click next. We're leaving these options as default. This is actually to select the type of zone you want to create. And we'll be leaving it at primary for this example. Once you click next, this is asking you to select how you want the zone data replicated. You'll leave this option at default also to all DNS servers in this domain server1.com. Click next. Then we're going to type in the server name, server1.com. Once you type it in, click next. Now this is asking you what type of dynamic updates you want to allow. And we'll be selecting the second option, which allows both non-secure and secure dynamic updates. Once you select that, click next. And this is just giving you a summary of the settings you have selected. And once you're done that, go through that, you can just click finish. Now this would fail because you already have a zone created by default. But this was taking you to the wizard to see how it is, and you can actually add new zones to this domain. But I won't be going through that in this tutorial. Now we're going into reverse lookup zone. Basically, reverse lookup zone is just the opposite of forward lookup zone. Instead of supplying a domain name and it gives you back the IP address, with this, if it is you type in the IP address, it will give you back the domain name. So let me say you don't know the domain name of a certain site, but you know the IP address. You can just type in the IP address and it will take you to that said site, or at least give you back the domain name of that IP address. So as you see, we have no settings for that here. So we're going to right click on reverse lookup zone and select new zone. A wizard will come up. Click next. So before you're leaving the default setting, you're leaving it at primary zone. We're leaving this as default also too. So let's click next. And we will only be dealing with IPv4. So you leave an IPv4 selected. And this is actually to type in the IP address of the domain. So you're only going to type in the first three octets of the IP address. So in my case, it will be 192.168.56. I want to type it in. Let's click next. And again, we're going to select allow both non-secure and secure dynamic updates. Click next. A summary of your setting. And you just click finish. And you have just created a reverse lookup zone. And once you're finished doing that, there are two ways to check to see that everything's working good. You could go to the command prompt and type in nslookup, but with DNS server, they actually made it quite convenient that if you just simply click on the server name, select action, you would actually see launch nslookup, and once you click that, it will automatically open the command prompt and show you the default server name and the address, the IP address. Thank you very much.